What's up, YouTube? It's Coach Cory, and today we are going to talk about when global releases for Brawl Stars, what is in the next Brawl Stars update, and whether that contains global. So, let's get into it. Alright, so let's start out with what we know is going to be in the next Brawl Stars update, and then whether the next update will contain global, or if not, when it might be. I have some really good information. I think you guys will be interested to hear about that. So for the next update, some things they've already talked about. Now, all these things I'm saying that I know is probably in the next update is all stuff that Brawl Stars team has said on Reddit. So we can pretty much say it's probably confirmed. Although actually this first thing I'm going to talk about was in the last Brawl Talk, and that's about spectating and replays. In the last Brawl Talk, Lex and I asked Ryan if spectating would be in the next update, and they said they were about 95 to 99% sure this next update, the one coming up really soon, hopefully, will have spectating. So if they said that last Brawl Talk and they were that confident, then I'm pretty positive it's going to be in this coming update. Also, when they implemented a rule against cheating in Brawl Ball, they said that no worries about someone asking how they were going to check this. They said, no worries, we're always watching, or something like that. So it sounded like there was possibly a way where they could go back and check and watch those people who are own goaling and really see if they were doing it on purpose. So maybe that means that they already figured out replays as well. That's kind of what it sounded like. So I'm guessing spectating replays are going to be in the next update. That seems really likely. Some other things they've confirmed is it sounds like there's going to be a new brawler. They confirmed this on Reddit. One thing they said is there might be a new game mode. That is not 100% confirmed. They said it's depending on if they're able to finish it in time for the next update. So they're working on a new game mode. It might be in this next update, or it will be in the one after. Hopefully it's in this one. They also said they're working on trophy pushing rewards, so guaranteed rewards at certain trophy levels. And they said this isn't exactly like chips, but it's something like chips. So I'm not entirely sure what that means. Maybe, but my guess is chips were used to get brawlers, so maybe you can either use something to get brawlers or you get brawlers or something like that at these certain trophy levels. So that would be pretty cool. Of course, there's also going to be an auto-aim nerf. We're not exactly sure what this consists of, but they did say they're trying to make it harder to spam the auto-aim button. So that sounds decent at least. Hopefully it includes more, but honestly, until we really play it and see what the nerf is, we probably won't really know how good it is. They also talked about making it easier to brawl with friends on Reddit. I'm not entirely sure what this means, but it's probably something like easier to invite friends to your game room. Maybe the friends list is a better integrated feature. I'm not quite sure, but some sort of social features is coming in the next update. There's also some quality of life stuff that they hinted at. They're now hiding names in Showdown over 300 plus trophies. This will make it a lot harder for organized teaming or alliances to happen in Showdown. So if you're a higher trophy level player and you've been facing a lot of the same people, you're facing a lot of huge teams that just seems like they're always backstabbing you, well, now this will hopefully happen less, and this will definitely be a good improvement to the high-level Showdown gameplay. Another small thing that they just recently, a few days ago, talked about was the spawn immunity will now be reduced in the next update. So basically, right now, I think it lasts about 5 seconds, and this can definitely be a big deal, especially in Showdown, where maybe you want to get an early shot and try and kill someone who's going for the same area as you, but you really can't do that. This also applies a lot to like gem grab when you're either trying to keep your gems or take the enemy's gems in their spawn. This will have a big impact on that. Alright, so those are all the things that we pretty much know are probably coming in the next update. So let's talk about if it contains global. In my opinion, global is very likely to happen within the next 2 months. First off, there's a couple things. It's been 2 months since the last update. So typically it takes Supercell about 3 months to do an update. So the next update is probably coming sometime within the next month, give or take a few weeks, either a couple weeks earlier, a couple weeks later. You never know, whether depending on the size of the update. The second point is every year in Finland, you're required to take a 6-week vacation. And Supercell, typically, everyone in Supercell typically takes that vacation around July. So in about 2 months. So if global release is going to happen, in my opinion, it's going to happen before they go on that vacation. Because once they go on that vacation, there's going to be nothing for a really long time. They're going to have 6 weeks at least of no content. Typically what they do too is they stagger the vacation. So it's typically about 8 weeks of really no real content of any sort of kind. So that's going to really make anything hard to happen. So in my opinion, if global release is going to happen, it's going to be before that. So I think global release is happening in the next 2 months. And in reality, it's probably happening before that. So when global release happens, they have a little bit of time to monitor and make any changes before they go on that vacation. So my opinion is probably coming in the next month to month and a half. So let's get hyped for global release. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited for this next update. Hopefully they're not making any big controller UI changes, because those changes have been a little bit iffy every time they've done that. But otherwise, all the gameplay and other content has been amazing every single time. So I'm really expecting this next update to be really good. Just based on those things I listed earlier, that's going to be a good update by itself. But what are some other things we would love to see in the next update? Well, obviously skins. Skins would be amazing. There's been a ton of community ideas. So if Supercell, once they decide to do skins, they have a lot of ideas to work from, and they should be able to do a lot at once. So hopefully that's in this next update. Voice acting would be really cool as well. Who doesn't want to see voice acting? That's definitely one of my favorite parts of the game, is playing a brawler and you get a kill or two and they just voice off some amazing line. It's just, honestly, it just makes the game a lot more enjoyable. Another thing that would be great to add to the game and be really easy as well would be more community-made maps. Maps like Thousand Lakes, that was a great addition to the game, and obviously it was really easy for them to do as far as I understand about map making, but they didn't have to at least design the map, and there's been a good amount of community maps that have been pretty good that I think would be great to add to the game. I'm sure they've been paying attention and looking at all those maps that people have posted on Reddit, and if they saw some they liked, I'm really hoping there's going to be at least a couple coming in this next update, which would be just icing on the cake and would be amazing. Some other things I really want to see would be just some small control changes, stuff that makes it easier to jump backwards on using a brawler that has a super that jumps, because right now it's honestly kind of hard to do, especially on an iPad. And iPad controls in general I'd love to see improved, either making them a little bit bigger and a little bit further from the edges of the screen. Stuff like that would be great small quality of life additions. Guys, let me know in the comments what you want in the next update and whether you think it contains global release for Brawl Stars. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.